All right, peace to the family. Real quick, live tonight, touch base with y'all. Something that I found very interesting. Blue's supposed to join me tonight. I don't. I think he's having technical difficulties. We all at. Let me make sure that I'm not talking to myself. I don't see anybody else in the chat. Where everybody at? Uh, if you can hear me, let me know. As Blue joins us right now. The 44 God is officially in the building. Welcome back, my brother Blue Pill.
Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Yes, indeed. It's an honor to be back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Indeed, indeed. I'm waiting for the family. I'm just want to make sure
Okay.
things at zero people. If you can hear me, just type in yes or loud and clear or something. No. All right. Yeah, I see the yeses. All right. Shout out to Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yo. Yeah, yeah. The chat is just now popping up. So I don't know. I don't know what the delay was about, but the chat's just popping up. Blue Pill man. First time I have you
Yes,
on the
indeed.
platform. Talk to you since the gathering of the masters.
Yes,
Oh
brother.
man,
It's
what's
been
what's
it's
what's
been a
going
week.
on, brother?
It's been a week.
Been a week, right? Saturday. Damn, you right.
It's been a week exactly. Honors to you for the monumental undertaking that you undertook. That you were able to collectively pull off. It wasn't only just a gathering of the masters; it was a masterful gathering.
Indeed,
Um,
indeed.
so yes, I'm still, yeah, I'm mentally still there.
Mentally still there. Yeah, a lot of people say they still high off the event, man. A lot of people, man.
Yeah. Those images have been playing in my mind and they're very dominant, you know what I'm saying? And in
Yeah.
my mental magnetic sphere, those
Hmm.
conversations are still taking place.
Hmm.
Um, the pictures are still playing out. The conversations on stage are still materializing and matriculating, you
Hmm.
know, the manifestation of things that came afterwards. So it's not only it's an event, then it's an after event that we need to be mindful of. So the underswelling and now the overswelling of what takes place when people go back home and connections start to be made and
Hmm.
people start bringing back things that they acquired in their travels. New relationships get forged, new information gets exchanged, new applications get made.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like people took initiative. They did their own hiking. So I'm like, that's a thing now, huh? They came
Hmm.
straight to the A, went straight to the mountain.
Stone
They
Mountain.
didn't need the Pope. They
Hmm.
didn't need Brother Rich. They got their own clubs together. Music is coming out of this.
Hmm.
Relationships will come out of this, and memories have come out of this where people have went back to their collective city because the thing that we are mindful of is the majority of the attendants were out of town attendees.
Exactly. Right.
So they brought these memories, they brought this energy back to their vicinity, and they are able to now bring the atmosphere with them to the places that they're from and potentially change that atmosphere. So the potential of what manifests from it, the post results to me are the most exciting. I already have the initial memory, tied into that actual event that is just enough that it's now is mushrooming for lack of a better term. So, you know, I know that the people, the attendees, everybody is having their own personal interpersonal experiences, and then the people who didn't attend, they're also going through a level of experience.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, because FOMO was a real thing,
Yeah.
and it it also can lead to people preparing themselves, prepping themselves. It could lead to them aligning themselves, to not only be there for the next one, but do something in the meantime to get in line. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Indeed. Yeah. I just the energy you brought with the food, man, it was definitely well needed.
Thank
I think that yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat who was there. I see some of y'all right now in the chat. Shout out to King Simon in
you.
the, in the chat.
Shout out to
He
King
was holding
Simon.
it down, MCing. But yeah, I just feel as though the energy moving forward, family, for all of us, whether you were there, whether you wasn't, is just a different vibe, a different energy, and it's an enhanced energy. It's a supercell energy, and I just want us to make
Yeah,
the most of this time we have left on Earth, y'all. So let's really take advantage of the gifts that we were bestowed upon, and let's really do what we came here to do, family. Super focus. I seen B Dell put up something about tunnel vision. I need all of us to incorporate that in our daily lives and do what we got to do. But Blue Man, me and you had a interesting conversation earlier,
yeah.
and we were talking about colorism. You were telling me some certain things about colorism in the community, and we talked about Chris Brown earlier, a video that you had seen, I believe. And I had told you I want to talk. We talked about doing a show later, and I told you how I want to talk about an interview that surfaced with Michael Rubin.
Michael
And
Rubin. Right.
yeah, and it was on the Breakfast Club. And I feel as though it's a worthy conversation to have, something that we could all, a conversation that we could all benefit and learn from, Blue. And that conversation is that of this idea, the terminology, whether you want to call it black on black violence or black on, he called it black hate on hate. And
Black on black hate. Yeah.
yeah, and he was on the, so he was on Mike. For those who know Michael Rubin, he's a billionaire. He's Jewish guy. He used to be the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers. I believe he works. He owns a Fanatic, or he something with
Mhm.
Fanatic right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
and real great businessman. Obviously, he do what he do. He does a lot of
Right.
parties, the all white parties where the rappers come out. You always catch him with Meek Mill or what's his name? The Little Baby,
Little
or
baby.
yeah, Little Baby, or you could catch him giving hugs to the rappers. You know, they make fun of that. You
Yeah.
know, but matter of fact, this is the guy when Meek Mill was bunny hopping. They were saying Meek Mill was bunny hopping for this billionaire, Michael Rubin. So if you didn't know who he
Yeah.
was and you heard about Meek Mill bunny hopping, they were saying Meek Mill was bunny hopping for the billionaire. And so several people said that the millionaires, the black millionaires, they're groupies to the white billionaires. So just want to
Right.
have a conversation real quick. So basically, in the interview, he said that one of his biggest problems is black hate on hate, or black on black hate, and that it's a conversation he has often. I'm assuming he has it with Meek Mill and other black entertainers he's associated with. And a lot of people took offense to it. And some people said that, oh, he's keeping it real. Nothing he said was a lie. So I'm just trying to figure out. I always look at things psychologically. I always analyze everything, being a Virgo, Blue.
Right.
And I'm saying to myself, Blue, I'm saying to myself that I noticed when Charlemagne asked him about does he experience this in his own community? He They used the word bad Jew, and he immediately, he kind of deflected and talked about anti-Semitism, and he talked about what's happening on the college campuses. So he kind of dodged that question when he said,
Super
"Do you?"
dog.
Yeah, when you, and then it got brought up later on when Envy said somebody had called somebody a bad Jew, and Michael Rubin kind of dodged that also. So he seemed like he didn't want to go into the issues of his own community. So my question to you, starting out this platform, Blue, it seems as though that it's normalized for everyone to publicly chastise quote unquote black people, and black people say, well, he was just keeping it real. She was just keeping it real. Oh, they ain't lie. I mean, it could be Candace Owens, it could be Michael Rubin, it could be whoever. But I don't see other groups getting chastised, Blue, and I don't see other groups' dirty laundry being exposed, or things they may do wrong being exposed by other cultures. So I'm trying to figure out. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think that is normalized to the point where he don't think there's nothing wrong with it, and he's around black entertainers, so they're not, conscious, if you want to say that. But
Right.
what's your thoughts on the whole conversation happening with people chastising black people, but not taking a look at what's happening within their own culture and just the idea of this idea of black hate on hate, or black on black violence being exclusive. This is something that's exclusive to black people, Blue, because no other culture has Asian or Asian violence or white violence. So this is something we own exclusively. The only thing they won't steal from us. We own this exclusively. Tell me your thoughts, brother. I always love to know your thoughts, brother.
Right. We have to see this as an overview of a more generalized conversation. So the topic of blackness is a political hot topic right now. Not
Yeah.
only the topic of blackness, but the question, what is blackness, right? That has to be able to pass the metric test of what's going to come forward in this political season. Whatever you throw at the wall has to be able to stick now.
Mm,
So blackness is open to all sorts of prejudices, all sorts of opinions, all sorts of commentary, and all sorts of critique, right?
mhm,
Other cultures have not made themselves open to critique, criticisms, analysts, or definitions. They are already defined. They have borrowed their definition from you and they wear it very well, and they're not willing to relinquish it for anything or anyone. Black being an amorphous term and being non defined as is being exposed right now in this political campaign, they're showing you that they can come and play with it whenever they choose to, and everyone has an opinion on blackness.
mm,
It's an open-ended conversation because there's no punctuated period points on it.
mhm.
Case in point, how can a black woman be from the West Indies, but a black woman can't be from the East Indies?
You said that earlier. That was quite interesting. That was quite interesting. You're referring to Kamala Harris, and they will get at you because if they think you are supporting her, Blue Bill. So let me tell you that.
I I do know that, and I again, I have not been hired by the campaign, but I could give them three talking points that can create a tizzy in the national conversation and take the air out of a lot of people's balloons. But
Mm,
nonetheless, it's still going to get exposed. And this is actually a question that I utilized on 125th Street to shut down. I've never had a debate on 125th Street, but somebody was pretending and acting as if they wanted to question the conversation that Moores initiated to have in public about the
mhm,
definition of blackness because we said, look, it's going to come up in law. So we might as well have it here because it's going to pop up on a national stage and you're going to look crazy if you don't understand the nuances. And our question was, so you're saying that somebody from East India is not black? You're saying that somebody that's melanated, you're saying that the Dravidians, you're saying that the people that the black caste came from are not black, but y'all are.
mm, mm,
And they fighting it. I'm like, it's a social construct. You are misidentifying it for identity when it is a social construct that deals with a political status. And they are playing that political status in a way in which if you don't understand what's taking place, I pray for you. I found me something else to do so I wouldn't have to do this political season because we gave you everything leading up to this. I even on Knowledge the God on Hip Hop is Real, we did a segment that went viral on the Beltway the day after the quote unquote presidential debate. And I called it play for play what was going to happen. And everything that I said happened. I said they're
right.
going to get rid of Joe, they're going to bring in Kamala, they're going to do it like this, X, Y, and Z. Even to the point where I told them the attempt on Trump was about to happen. I did that on Twitter Space with Lioness. I've been calling all this stuff. So I said I need to go find me something else to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I got into the gym because what I said or what I realized and recognized is that we got to get prepared because the brand of blackness is in the crosshairs right now,
Mm,
right? Simply because they're utilizing a woman as the archetype to create it as a pinata to make y'all the Drake owls in the They Not Like Us video, as opposed to you being what Kendrick initially. Where did that energy go? Right? Kamala took all of that and ran with it, and then so it's putting at a precipice where we have to make a decision about a brand that we're associated with just based on a contract, but no one understands the fine print. So yeah, he comes around and he's playing with the brand. Everyone has an observation. He's literally running around with drill rappers and the dudes whose main theme song is about killers that he puts on payroll. He's telling you that, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole conspiracy rap going on around this billionaire individuals that you would think would have investigators as investors would be like, yo, this is bad company that you're keeping. He said that everybody that he knows told him it was a bad decision to get involved with Meek Mill's legal situation, but yet and still he turned it into triumph. It's a legislation that passed. It's called Act 44, and that was the prison reform reversal in Pennsylvania. And they played the political game where they took the DA and now he's governor. Those are some major moves that was made on the strength of what perceived to be this love that this man had for his adopted family. Because what he also said that he is a black sheep, right? He's considered a bad Jew. Why? Because he spends money and time on goyim. And if again, if these terms seem like very foreign to people, then it kind of late in the game of life playing at this stage. Like you have to know what a goyim is in regards to who these people perceive you to be and why their policy towards you is hands off, right? And that's being acknowledged by the way that they treat their own who be around y'all, treating y'all like, you're worthy of having a white party. So he just comes from an entirely different disposition altogether where he does not understand any of the nuances. And he's speaking on what he sees without perceiving what's in his own environment. We're
Mm,
like, yo, these people come from that. You talking about black on black hate, and like Meek Mill is the number one troll.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a legitimate, observation for him to have without putting the nuances into context, and definitely without him speaking directly to the things that his people have been accused of as of lately that's very visible. And I think that he utilized this conversation to gaslight us and to cornering us to speak about anti-Semitism. That's really where he wanted to land his plane. And I think he did it strategically, but he did it sloppily because, like you said, he went straight to talking about the children on the campuses, but never said why. Never said what his position on Palestine was, and failed to mention that the reason that there's an uptick in people's sentiment against his quote unquote people is because of what they see them engaging in, which is genocide. But so you could talk about us, but we can't have that conversation about y'all at all,
right.
and you don't see the problem with that,
You,
right?
you get your videos get taken down. We have to use code words.
We gotta use we
A
gotta we gotta
lot
duck
of things.
around
I
things
gotta.
that are obvious, that are visual. It's been hella long at this point.
Yeah.
It's atrocious. And but you have the right to say that a person's sentiments, because the black on black hate that he's speaking about is not a physical attack. He's saying verbal attacks online
Yeah.
based on people perceiving when a man is hugging another man from behind that's activity that we got a name for. And he's also utilizing and gaslighting this conversation to defend that activity.
Mm,
So
mm.
that community and that activity, and they go hand in hand. Tel Aviv is the capital of that.
Hey, Blue, do you think gaslighters know that they are gaslighters?
Some of them are strategic. They're global gaslighting. That's an art form. And some
Yeah.
people, again, don't understand the nuances of it. And it's not obvious to them that they're doing it. I think
Mm,
that it's a little bit of both with him.
mm,
Um, unless he's a double triple agent and he's Mossad and he's playing this quote unquote black bad Jew role, but he said that he's a secular Jew, he's non-religious, so he doesn't even understand any of the nuances about maybe Zionism or anything.
mm,
But so then they're moving around with false flag and company. That's even worse.
Mm.
Man, this thing is crazy, bro. And
Let me you know, it's funny, I was watching Godfrey the comedian, and
yeah,
so he's the one that he was talking about how the whole idea of black on black violence, it how it became exclusive to black people, like it's just something that we own, nobody else own. And he was talking about the white on white violence, and he was talking about, look at Game of Thrones, look at, and he just started naming all these shows from ancient history, like the world wars, World War I, World War II, like the amount of quote unquote white on
Russia,
white,
Russia versus Ukraine.
you know, but nobody even thinks about it that in that way.
Nah,
So
you don't.
this term, is this, you know how they had they buried the N-word at one time.
Hmm.
Is this something that we should bury? We know there's violence in our community. We know that's a issue that we have to address. The same way other coaches know that. But the term within itself, Blue, if the term is a psychological operation, a psyop, should we still use it even if it's true? Even if you know your man got gunned down by a rival gang, should you use that term even if it's a psychological operation and it may be true at the same time?
What, black on black crime?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, it's just a term. I'm more interested in, getting to the root of the conversation.
Right,
And the root of the conversation is, yes, there is an immense level of self black hate in the community that has been seeped in through programming that goes all the way back to the times of slavery.
right.
And that's evident in that expresses itself also as colorism. That expresses itself also as fracticide, and the fact that someone, would they would kill someone that looks just like they were unalive. My bad. I don't. They
Mm-hmm,
would do something to someone who looks like them, and they would do it with a level of intensity specifically because that person looks like them.
mm-hmm,
That is exclusive to us,
mm, mm,
right? And create a word for it, because to say that the N word is a term of endearment, I never seen somebody like take these trillions of dollars. It just never looked the same. Like, that's you're gonna get this work energy that you giving somebody the business. You know what that is.
mm,
You sending someone to meet their making. You put in an exclamation point on it. You got to use that. So these are, how can it be terms of endearment for people who never knew expressed love? It don't come out in the music. We don't show it in our fashion. We don't deal with each other in endearing ways, but we came up with an endearing word.
No, no, no. It is a term of endearment, Blue. We have words that mean 10 different things, so it is sometimes it is a term
Yeah,
of endearment.
sometimes.
If I can
That's
see
what I'm
you and
saying.
say, "Blue, my nigga, what's good, my nigga?" So you know it is a term.
Yeah, we could vouch for it and say in some
Yeah.
expressions it's an endearing term, but it's like we speaking to them folk and we're utilizing that as a shield, but speaking amongst us ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
we know we implore it at particular times where, it's more like a dagger, it's an exclamation point. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we know where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? We know where it comes from when we use it a certain way. And they know that too.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
we out here fronting and playing like, no, there's no public and private when it comes to entertainment. Like everybody's in on what's going on, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got Snoop Dogg representing.
Hey man, the Olympics, right? The Olympics, man. Yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting.
Yeah, man. So we're in a different place altogether, and the world is a stage, man. This
Right.
this thing is yeah, this thing is entertainment, and I'm glad that we were able to narrate those classic episodes on this program leading up to
Yeah,
this, because I think
right.
the people got an amazing backdrop. Y'all got everything that y'all need to put the pieces together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, indeed, indeed. You know what was interesting? Something else I thought about, Blue. It almost seemed like it's it's almost like people play so stupid, Blue, that you think you're going crazy. It's like you're like, hold up, am I bugging out? And I'm gonna give you an example.
Right.
So when the slogan Black Lives Matter came out, There
Yeah.
was complete outrage, Blue Pill. I mean, like, oh my God, what do you mean? All lives matter. There was this big all lives matter, and to the point where I seen a lot of black people say, yeah, all lives do matter. That's crazy. Not considering the context in which we was talking about. We know all lives matter, but we're the group that we call black people are being slaughtered by the police. So we're saying Black Lives Matter to stop being slaughtered. Not even
Right.
considering that we've been oppressed for over 400 so-called years in this country. So yeah, of course, there's going to be some type of slogan that comes around that tells people, "Hey, please stop harming us. You are supposed to be the law
Protecting.
enforcement."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people get outraged. Relax, calm down, calm down. Give me a second. So people are outraged by that, Blue, right? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, damn, people know what we saying. Like, people understand the context in which we're saying. And then it was funny in 2020 when I think around the time COVID came around, and there was another slogan that emerged: "Stop Asian hate." Now, when this slogan came around, I did not hear one person. Candace Owens, definitely. You know, for some reason, black people think these white nationalists or people, black people are like adopting this philosophy of the Candace Owens, and they think she's keeping it real and all this other crazy shit. All she's doing is using white nationalist talking points, and she's the face for them, a black face for them, so that they won't get fingers pointed at them. But anyway, Candace Owens didn't say one thing about stop Asian hate. No police officer said anything about stop Asian hate. No black person said anything. Nobody said anything. The whole, the internet's a big place full of criticisms and everybody with opinion.
Echo
Really,
chambers.
nobody said anything about the stop Asian hate. So
Mm-mm.
why didn't somebody come along, Blue, and said, stop all hate? What do you mean stop Asian hate? Stop, because I believe there was something that was happening around COVID where they saying people were going up to them and punching them in the face. So
Yeah.
they were saying that they were being targeted. So they were saying
Hmm.
they came out, and there's nothing wrong with the slogan, but I'm trying to figure out, Blue. Like, I almost think I'm going insane sometime that it's like, what? Where the hell is the outrage for the stop Asian hate like it was for the Black Lives Matter, Blue? So could you explain to me the selective outrage when it comes to black suffering from not only white people, Asian, but also all types of black people as well? Everybody's is on code when it comes to black suffering. It seems, Blue.
Um, again, black suffering makes the world go round, and everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? And black
Mm,
people are the beasts of burden that have to bear that brunt, and they're expected to. It's even written in the book, right? They are bearing the curse of Ham. Their hamstrings are responsible for keeping this machine moving. And
mm,
without those hamstrings, without that curse of Ham, uh, they know that this thing would not move, and everybody's benefiting from our sleep, our slumber. Everybody is benefiting from us being bent over slightly. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
If even by a centimeter, they're able to ride our backs, right? And everyone is benefiting from that.
mm,
Everyone gets to be elevated at such a height just by riding your back, but you bent over slightly, not knowing that you
mm,
out here giving everyone the ride of a lifetime. They've never been to these heights. So yeah, collectively,
mm,
they probably get together and be like, there's more benefit than we have to this dude, being slightly bent over and slightly slumbered and slightly sleep on some Gulliver's Island type of ish. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was up, he was going to be swinging his club. And they know that they're all going to be
mm,
under that foot. You know what I'm saying? It's a different relationship altogether. And some of these nations, some of these people, this is their first time outside together. And they like, yo, we know what it's hitting for. And we know that we can't be running this play if daddy was home. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
yeah, collectively, they're willing to allow the fool to play the fool. You feel me?
right.
But the minute that the
Mm,
fool rises up, things start changing. And it can literally change overnight because all the fool got to do is wake up. And that can happen just like that. And
mm,
that's what this is about. Remember, people keep asking, yo, where's the solar eclipse powers? They here. They
mm,
here. You should access it. Allow yourself to tap
right.
into it and see where it's at. And when they start bearing witness to the reality that the supercells and the super seance and all of us have awoken and we here, you know what I'm saying? things going to start to change, through the nature, with the animals, primarily first through those kingdoms. You know what I'm saying? You'll start seeing things trickle from the top down. And then we'll know that change is here. We're at a precipice. We're at a breaking point. And I think that these people are like, they can't go no further but over the cliff. And if we're willing to see that for what it
Mm.
is, if we're willing to understand that victory, just like they swept when they went to the Olympics, and all of those melanated queens came out of there with that machinery, with the medals,
Did you see
right?
the Olympics, bro? Did you
I
see the
did.
Olympics, bro?
I did not waste my time seeing the Olympics. I was creating my own, but I saw highlights, and the highlights that I did
Man,
see was a melanated excellence.
look,
I seen LeBron. I was very proud once again.
excellence at an all-time high.
Yeah, as
Excellence at an
again,
all-time high. It was
as a
amazing.
melanated man, 40 plus, to see what LeBron is doing in this stage of his career in regards to leadership. And me and you, we've done programs on LeBron dealing with
Mhm.
team leadership and what teamwork looks like. And being that I've been in the gym for now, this made my officially my 6th week, my sixth strong today.
Mhm.
Seeing support and team and leadership and captains and how teams work together and just really being there as a team, as a unit. Yeah,
Mhm.
LeBron, man, I think that that's very important for melanated men as fathers, as people who pursue greatness and excellence, and understand that you can also get better with time. That the clock is not a stopwatch. It's not going to signal your death kill. If you're willing to allow yourself to get better with time, you have more information as the days go by. You should
Mhm.
technically always be getting better as the days go by.
Mhm. Mhm. No, definitely, definitely. And once again, shout out to everybody in chat. I seen somebody posted. Somebody sent me $10 to ask me thoughts on phase one dissing you on his song. I heard somebody else say that. I actually and
Yeah.
I know people love a Mandingo fight. That's something that we love is a Mandingo fight. Two black people fight. I actually it's actually strange. I actually talked to phase one on the phone earlier this year, and I complimented the brother and told the brother I wanted the brother on my channel.
Hmm.
I even DM'd the brother on Instagram. But yeah, the brother's a brilliant brother. I don't know. I did hear it. I did hear somebody. I didn't hear it. I heard somebody else tell me about it. He
Hmm.
made a comment about the Gathering of Masters, and is it because he praises Dr. York that I don't have? There's a couple of people on my channel that give enough props to Dr. York. Everybody knows
So
Rod Hayes.
many. This is
There's so
like a
many. Rod Hayes. So that doesn't. And
it's
I
like
like
a
I said,
Dr. York sub channel.
I didn't hear that, but if he did say that, it doesn't add up to me. Rod Hayes, Bedell,
Be there.
Polite for years talked about Dr.
Q
York,
Reeves.
Q Reeves. So
Polite.
so
So
you
many
know, I
people.
don't. Yeah, so I don't. Everybody knows that I'm pretty neutral when it comes to the
King
doctrine.
Simon.
King Simon. So I don't really get mad if you worship this man or if you like Noble Drew. I don't. It doesn't mean anything to me. If you like flat Earth, if you none flat Earth versus round, none of that means anything to me. So I have a lot of emotional maturity, and my heart is. I got a heart of gold. My heart is like literally gold, y'all. My heart is
Right.
gold. So I don't have nothing negative. If y'all was looking, well, I'm gonna spend money and ask brother. I don't have nothing negative to say about it. Tell the
He
brother,
said what he
I
did.
contact. I would love to have the brother on the show. I would love the brothers. The brother is a genius at what he do. I invited him, and I think what it was. I think I texted him, hit me back, and he never hit me back. So, but yeah, my heart is gold, y'all. Like I'm God for real, for real. So I have no problem with the brother. Much love and respect to the brother. I wish him prosperity and success, and that's all I have to say about it. But I'm a God for real, y'all. So I ain't there's no negative. Y'all see how good my life is? Y'all see this shit play out in real life. So I don't have nothing negative to say, y'all. None at all. But much respect and love to the brother. I wish he would reach out to me or if he because I think I text him. But yeah, I don't have no problem with the brother being on the show. And shout out to everybody who gives props to Dr. York, Rod Hayes, and the whole list of people that be on my channel. You know what I'm saying? But Blue, moving on.
Hmm.
So with the whole Michael Rubin thing, Meek
Hmm.
Mill.
Oh yeah.
I want to ask you, and it's not about just Michael Rubin or just about Meek Mill, but
Hmm.
when some of our people, let's say conscious people, see us get in close proximity with them other folks, and I'm
Hmm.
not going to use a name and get a strike on them, but when we get in proximity with them other folks,
Hmm.
our people will automatically assume that it's a master slave relationship and we're the
Hmm.
slave and they're the master.
Hmm.
What's your thoughts on moving globally, being an economic power globally, maybe doing business with people globally, economically speaking, but at the
Hmm.
same time, not having a master slave relationship with them folks or with any other folks that's outside of your culture, Blue? Is that something that's possible?
I'm doing it right now.
Mhm. With the
So
six
it's
gods?
well,
You,
not
you
not
breaking up, Blue?
necessarily. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you now. I hear you now.
Yeah. If you have a service that people need, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna do business with people regardless of who those people are globally. And we have to start
Mhm.
thinking and moving as businesses. And when you do business to business, and it's not
Right.
personal because you're not doing it from person to person. So yeah, we just have to expand our mindset and have a global business mindset to know that we're going to touch people all around the planet, especially if we have the products and the services that the rest of the world needs. And again, if we move globally as the standard of business, right, and how our ancestors once moved, right, as merchants, if we
Yes.
stand on business globally, we will do global business with global patrons and clients that want our business. Because what I've recently found out in my research dealing with this media information is that we are a global brand and we have not only global appeal, we have a global audience. YouTube is not telling us the numbers that we're doing in Africa. YouTube is not telling us that we popping in
Yeah.
India. YouTube is
Mm.
not telling us that globally, right?
Hey,
That
hey,
they're tapped
Blue,
into
real quick, Blue. You know what did the gathering of the masses? People there from Iraq, Africa,
that
Europe.
part, right?
Oh, he
Blue
did.
went
Let me. I'm
Germany.
like, yeah. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah,
All y'all watch my show. I'm like, damn.
exactly. And I told you this when I went to the UK, and I hope that you seen all of them people that came to all of them retreats since 2016 from your channel, and you ain't been out there yet. And that's been 8, 9 years from
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And them people have, I mean, I got generations of people that have children that had children and been to the retreats already.
Right, right,
And I'm just like, globally, we are a global brand that's way bigger than the local schmokel thing that YouTube tries to lock you into this box to think that oh, your fan base or your views are this. They're not telling you the real views.
right.
They marginalizing people and playing to their own mental to make them think that they small, and then they treat themselves that way. Not no more,
Mhm, mhm.
right? I got real numbers and real metrics, so I'm like, yeah, people want our business globally. You know what I'm saying? We I mean, the best way that we,
Yeah.
because today is Marcus Garvey's born day, and he had a vision, as a Pan-Africanist. Um there's and the way that we can do that right now today in real time is via media. You know what I'm saying? I have this channel, a OTT channel, which is a over the top, meaning that it streams over the internet. It's like cable TV, but it's internet TV.
Mm,
And it's called connecttoyourcity.com. And
mm,
I got 150 channels on that streaming network. And you can have, like, Nairobi got a channel, Lagos got a channel, Ghana got it. So all of these different countries are all in proximity in one network, and we can all be doing business from channel to channel because QR codes, you can just go on anybody's site and do business. So the things that our ancestors and our elders did, our ancestors died for our right to do this. No, our ancestors, laid their lives down, right? So we can connect as one, as a diasporic family, and realize that our strength is in numbers and unity. We have had barriers to that unity because of media. They have
mm,
controlled the narrative and they have controlled the channels of distribution. Those days are over now.
mhm,
So
mhm, mhm,
I'm,
mhm.
I'm over here like, It's only a matter of time.
Mm, no, definitely, definitely. You ever do you ever fear being labeled? You know, everybody wants to be loved by their people. You know, it's a good feeling when you could go to your hometown and you get cheers instead of boos, and the people love you. Do you ever fear for one thing? Michael Rubin talked about is he didn't understand all the criticism Meek Mill was receiving. Do you
Right.
think you would ever jeopardize a business deal with somebody of another culture, be Jewish, whoever, because your people criticized you to the level of a Meek Mill? Your heart may say, "Oh, this is a good business decision," but you may get criticized so much on the internet, Blue, called so many names on the internet, Blue,
Look, I don't
that
I don't want to, let's
with
just
that,
cut it. I don't want
yeah,
to be like, I want to be right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, I want to be right. And I already made that
woo,
decision.
man.
And I have been cutting people off left and right. They'll tell
I don't
you
want
if
to
you
be
ask them,
liked.
right?
I want to.
Yeah, I don't need them. I don't need them, right? The only thing that matters in the end is the win. And I have a
Yeah.
grand vision and what it's going to take to get there. I got to be sucker free. So a lot of people, again, they was used to catching rides when you were slightly bent over. When you stand upright and you perpendicular, they can't go along for the ride, right?
Mm,
On some Icarus shit, he can't fly to the sun. You know what I'm saying? It gets too hot. And it's the same thing when you start burning up and intensifying inside of your body, them demons start hopping out. Cause they like, damn, I didn't sign up for the rocket ship ride. I signed
mm,
up, on some parasite shit to be with you when you was on your back. Now when you
mm,
stood up on your feet and you started taking off, right? The altitude, the air's too thin up there for them. And it's
mm.
going to be the same way with people. They're not going to be able to initially understand the plans and the moves that are being made. But you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Mhm, mhm,
So, yeah, if you don't get the grand vision, then why should the one be concerned with the 99 thing?
mhm, mhm. Indeed, indeed. No, definitely. It's something that a real scenario that I've seen played out, and I've seen people be so affected by what the masses think that they just sabotage their own success. And my thing is follow your heart. You know what I'm saying? If it's in your heart to do something, then you gotta follow your heart instead of wanting to be liked. So it's a real scenario that we have to
Look,
yeah, address.
leading up to your event, like I said, I had to get into an intense preparation mode. I got in the gym for five. That was a 5 week stretch straight, and like I literally the only day that I missed was leading up to that event because I was up past 9 p.m. Me and my lady had to cook for 1,000 people, and people signed up, and everybody said that they was gonna volunteer, and they all walked away when they got time to put in that work. It's like the gym, right? And I learned from the gym, they're gonna leave you. They're gonna leave you for dead in there, yo. Not the people in the gym. No one is gonna come to the gym to support you. No one's gonna take that walk with you. No one's gonna sacrifice. No one's gonna be willing to die on the cross, right? They're just not gonna do it. And the same thing happened leading up to the days of the event. So I had already the universe already said trust the universe. And it told me a long time ago, stop trusting people because people can't trust themselves. And it was like, we got you though. Trust the universe. You know what I'm saying? And leading up to that, it was all trust. I had to let go and I just trusted the universe. And I kid you not, it did not let me down. Every single step, it was there along the way, providing the people that were necessary to make things happen. It shows up in the form of people. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be willing and you have to be able to discern, when it's the universe and when it's something else. Because, yeah, man, this is an amazing ride. If you have a vision and a goal to reach and you are pushing to get there and achieve that, the universe is going to show up and support you right now. It's something going on in the cosmos where it's conspiring for your success if you have that grand vision of a new earth.
Right, right. No, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
And you ever feel bad, Blue? What you think about? Since I asked you that question, what do you think about I asked I remember one time um what's the name? Cyrock and
So Messiah.
Soul Messiah. They were on the show. And
Mm-hmm.
I asked them about conscious artists when they start getting big, they preaching this message of liberation for their people, but it gets to a point where when they the bigger they get, they look in the audience and there's number white faces in the audience. So it's
Yes.
kind of strange, Blue, to teach a message or have a message of liberation, and you look up and there's number white faces. Like, and I know Public Enemy went through that, and a lot of
Yeah.
conscious brands went through that. That must be a real weird, Blue.
It must again, but if they don't have a plan about how to take that influence and that impact off of that stage and curtail it into something this stage two, like where's the action principle? You take some of that money from that show and go build some villages where you can house your people. You take that money and go into the inner cities around those communities where the concert was at and go and feed the homeless or feed those people. You know what I'm saying? You go into those hoods and give out free tickets to bring some of those people and put them in the front row and put cameras in their hands so they can make content and flood their timeline of you as an artist showing up to the city and showing out. And people will be like, oh, who? I thought that was the old heads in them. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of things that can be done. There's a lot of belly aching that has been taking place forever. A lot of these artists have been around the world 3 times, have not said up one thing. Let me say that again. Let me go back. A lot of these artists have been around the world 3 times and I have set up one thing, right? Where I've been on tour and I've been to lectures and then going to towns. We've set up community gardens, we've set up businesses, we've put people on their feet. You know what I'm saying? We've collaborated with artists in those towns. We made music, songs, movies, you name it. So I'm real short on like remorse or any of that shit, like any of that stuff or anything or anyone. Like no, 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 no. We cannot enable weakness. And I think we've been doing that way too long as a community and as a people. We really have to become diligent and vigilant about attacking weakness and treating it like it's a disease in our community that we have to root out.
Right. No, indeed, indeed. Yeah, they said Blue is in his element. Yeah, yeah. I think it's all working out. I think it's all working out. Blue is he's that piezoelectric thing that they be talking about, man.
Yeah, yeah, Yaki's whole lecture in
Exactly.
in
Yeah.
in person. And I had the God to tell you. I shook his hand after it and I said, every single thing that you spoke about on that stage is what I'm experiencing in real life. The Afro biomineral balance, we savvy babies for real, for real. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
No,
And
indeed.
and I think, yeah, this is a beautiful act three of that whole narrative and that story. The legend, Savvy Genesis, we was there from the beginning. I would ask anybody that got something to say on the internet about our association with this man. Let me see your genetics. Because the world never seen the daddy do a push up. And that was the whole issue from the door, right? Like, yeah, how does the biomineral balance work? Where you get your protein from? I'm 130 pounds. This morning I pushed 900 pounds with my legs. So
Damn, bro, you like Mayweather, bro. I didn't know you was that. You 130. That's like Mayweather.
I'm 130 pounds and I'm 48 years old.
Damn, bro.
so and so by week, like they already said, I'm the strongest person in the gym, pound for pound. I'm going for the title, like in the world, and I'm giving myself 144 days. I'm giving myself grace. I know I could do it now, but I'm like, give myself 144 days, and then we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because light body, God body, diamond body, gold body, all that good stuff. Yeah, 144 days. We'll,
Damn.
we'll revisit the conversation.
I,
And yeah, I'm like, they enter me, and I got a honorary entry into the competition, so I'm gonna be competing and going to get some of those trophies and titles and stuff like that. So we could really, like I said, when we tell the story, it could have all of the necessary exclamation points and stuff like that.
right, right, right. No,
And it
definitely.
started here. That's the beautiful part of the story. I'd be like, yeah, I started in February. I did a lecture called the the Black Myth Story, and I said I was gonna become that character, and I did.
Mm, mm. Oh
And
yeah.
I told y'all about the solar eclipse powers, and they laughed at us, and they was like, "Where's your solar eclipse?"
Well,
And then we told you about the Black Christos mythos, and
yeah,
I seen the They Like Us video, and then after that, I just went bonkers.
right. Activating personal powers require a lot of personal time, and it's something that our people aren't willing to put in. So it's kind of weird. People will meditate. If we say we're meditating with a big group of 1,000 people, oh,
Yep.
people will be so hyped, so excited. But if we gave everybody an assignment and said, all right, we need y'all to go meditate by yourselves for an hour and then report to me what happened during that meditation, a lot of people wouldn't do it. So what are your thoughts on people being hyped to be in something collectively, a meditation collectively, or a gathering collectively, or to study collectively, or community,
It's
but they
yeah.
won't do it by themselves for some reason, Blue? They
It's
just won't.
it's it's a life is a dichotomy,
Yeah.
right? Me and my brother are something called plurals. We were born into the world as twos, right? And we had to learn the most important intrinsic human lesson that we all have to learn, which is sharing. We were forced to learn it. You as a non-plural, right? You are a singular. So you have to learn sharing. You get a lady, you got to learn sharing with that. You have a children, you get to learn sharing with that. But you can't leave here without learning that intricate lesson about sharing, right? I had to share the womb with this person, and I had to share the breast with this person. I had to
Mm,
compete from the earliest stage of my life for nutrients. I came out this bitch breech birth with a table cable wrapped around my neck, and then my face was blue. Right, that
mm,
was my entry into this planet.
Blue.
Yeah, blue.
Mm.
Right, knowing from the door I'm gonna have to fight for these nutrients because I come out of nowhere. I'm the unexpected one. They ain't know where I came from. My mother said we only had one heartbeat, so we got to learn the lesson, right? And I had to learn it in a very difficult environment of how to share. You know my brother Red Pill. So if you see how he is, they call him long-winded, right? He will suck the air out of the room.
Mm,
Okay, imagine a situation where sharing and caring is the mandate. So this
mm,
is the lesson. This is a hard lesson that I have to learn my entire life. This is the lesson that we all have to learn here on Earth,
mm, mm,
right? So the thing that people are looking for with community and commonality in community is accountability. Just like in the gym, everybody needs an accountability partner
mm,
because I cannot do the things for myself that I'm looking to do to push me past my threshold just by me alone, right? It's important. And this was even taught during COVID. The most intrinsic part of being human is contact.
mm,
And that is what broke down society. And that is what took a lot of people out, their non contact. And that today is still what has some people somewhat off and a little bit of stir crazy is their non contact, non commonality with people who they need quote unquote commonality with to a degree, someone or something to bounce something off of. Now, you get disciplined to a degree where you have to find solitude in self because the singular lesson again it's a dichotomy because the soul lesson as well is to go what within the kingdom of Christ is within. The only thing that they were speaking about in that entire book is meditating and tapping into the right hemisphere of the brain, which represents the 90%, right? So Christ dwelled on the right side of his Father. They're just speaking about stilling the mind and meditation, getting into the feminine, the divine feminine aspect of self, where you can unify the 90 and the 10, the majority of the life of which we live in the 10% in our left brain hemisphere in the Western world,
mm,
where the
mm,
right is the Eastern world. And that is what
mm,
they're attempting to signify once again and bring in with the East Indian candidate as vice president named Kamala, who
mm,
represents Kali Ma, or in her particular essence, the version of her name represents time.
mm,
Represents time.
mm, mm, mm,
Okay, so we're talking about that primordial. When you keep asking these hostess tell you about the primordial gods, and they can't go that far back. There was a time when Saturn was a woman, and her name was Set, right?
Ooh,
That primordial.
you going
When
there?
when yes, when it was understood that the keeper of time is the woman because she has a natural cycle, and she's the keeper of time. She is the solar and the lunar goddess.
Mm. Solar and the lunar goddess.
Yes,
Wow.
that's not a masculine sun up there.
Mm.
And there's
Mm.
a mother son behind that, which is serious.
Mm.
So yes, all of these things that are manifesting as signs and symbols just for us as observers, just to observe, stop emotionally engaging and involving yourself. When I stopped paying attention to that stuff, because I used to wake up and get on my phone, and I would wake up late, and I'll be fronting like I got up early, and I wasn't. I
Mm.
was not being the truest version of myself that can get the things done that my mind conjures that my legs can't carry.
Mm.
You understand?
Mm.
My mind was conjuring thoughts and ideas from my body that my legs could not carry. And my heart knew that my legs wasn't in it. So when my mouth spoke on it, it was like, we don't believe you.
Mm.
And that's where the breakdowns and the schisms come from. That's where you see people crashing out in public and melting down. It's because they saying
Mm.
shit with their mouth that their body and their circuitry is like, that's
Mm.
not you. You're not built
Mm.
like that. Stop playing with them
Mm.
people. You getting
Mm.
us in
Mm.
trouble. You writing checks and shit that you know we can't cash. We not with this.
Your body will do that. So you got to be careful what
They be like
you say.
body language is 90%. What you think they was talking about?
Yeah.
So your body gotta believe it. It gotta be all the way in it. Shout out to my brother. Yo, this is this character in our community cannot be replaced in terms of his value. Sharif
Oh, I bet.
Anahil Bey,
Yeah.
bar none,
He
is a platinum member of this community
he ex-
overnight.
he exploded this year. He
Overnight,
exploded. He
right?
exploded.
Overnight. He has outpaced the value of the entire back line. Like, oh, they sky players.
Yeah. Sharif been doing his thing. And shout out to my brother Sharif Bey. And shout out to Q Reeves in the audience
Look,
chat. Shout out to my brother Q.
yo.
You know what I mean?
So you had a program, right?
Yeah.
That you had called me and you asked me to do, and I was like, "Yeah, I would love to do it, Rich, but I got to go to sleep at 9 o'clock." And you wanted me to do something on the Olympians,
Right. The one when I did with Q, my brother Q. Yeah.
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 And he ended up doing it with Q, and I was like, "That's exactly, I guess, who you were supposed to do it with because." The articulation of the mythos, the level of genius that we have in this community, the way that I want
Yeah.
to um the way that I want to edify your existence as not just a journalist, but I want to tell you that you have a repository of storytellers on your hands. So I want to tell you that you like Ryan Coogler or something like,
Mm, mm,
this is just a stepping stone for you. You're gonna get into to like you're gonna make the next Gaia TV.
mm.
It's gonna be on Connect to Your City TV. We're gonna stream it for you, but you're gonna bring together the next minds because these brothers, man, these young brothers and these young sisters that come through this platform, they by far are the cream of the crop, intelligentsia on the planet at this moment. And I know because I got a diamond mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a high level observation, and I'm so confident in my ability to see things for what they are and who they are. Because I'm looking, I was looking at your lineup. I'm looking at the gathering of the mat. I'm like, yo, I've played a part in all of these people's careers and lives based on my observations of them early in the game to be like, yeah, 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 yeah. And I don't think that I've made a bad call, even with things that ended up disastrous. They still had legendary runs.
So you talking about
So
flight. Talking about
B Dell, Q Reeves,
flight.
Minister Jew, um, yo, shout out to Hank Rogers, son. He's just a legend on to his own.
Shout out to Hank. Yeah, Hank. Uh,
The Urban X family,
like that.
Yeah, there's just so much value in the community. It's just Sister Myra, what she did on that stage, Jewel Pookrum, that legendary information, just that classic catalog.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, Queen of Food, just a movement onto herself.
Mm-hmm.
The worlds that were swirling in that building under that one roof, what they represented, and the communities that they bring with them, and the impact that they, is just raveled up in them. We're speaking about tornadoes that don't crash into one another,
Right.
complementary, that represent energy circuits and energy units. And just think about how many ancestors was in that building.
Right. I'm telling you, man. Energize.
Yeah, man.
Energize.
So it was the highest honor, man, to see the culmination of so much work that this community, because this community does not get credit for the work that is done. They love to harp on the controversy, but I'm like, look at the breakthroughs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Look at the fact that with 30 plus years with no incidents at any event, like why doesn't that get discussed?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These atmospheres that are created, these situations, that people want to bottle up, that can never be replicated again. Why don't that get discussed?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Let me get to some we passed the hour mark. I want Blue to get in some questions from y'all before we get
Okay.
out of here.
Yes.
Uh talking about this the idea of black hate on hate, black on black, whatever you want to call it. Other coaches talking about it, talking about the gathering of masters and just moving forward. Blue Pill turning into the Incredible Hulk in the gym. A lot of conversations being had. Yo, Blue, look what a brother gifted. Yo, I got a couple of gifts I want to show from the
Okay.
Gathering Master. Brother gifted me with a crystal, with a quartz.
Hey,
Yeah, this is
got
nice.
that quartz, that
Yo, you
dirt
know
in
what
it
I want to
still.
yo, this is brother. I'm gonna show you something. Yo, hold up, Blue. Let me kick it with the people real quick. I gotta show you something amazing, Blue. Hold up.
Yeah, they had some dope crystal vendors. Shout out to the brother from North Carolina. I think they come out of Charlotte. They had some amazing samples. They had some dope specimens. Again, I seen Uncle Hank in there. Shout out to my brother Gino. He had this the copper jewelry in the corner. He is a expert metallurgist. The brother normally sets up across the street from Tassili's in the west end of Atlanta. His pieces are museum pieces. I'm sure that you can attest to that. Shout out to the sister Winter. She had her dope pieces. She's a student at SCAD, which is it's a design school here in Georgia, here in Atlanta, and she's like a fine artist. She's not just a copper wiring jewelry artist, and not to take anything away from them, but she brings a level of expertise and artistry to her work. This next level. Shout out to her. Shout out to my brother Moon Temple Soul. He was in the building with his copper jewelry and his pieces, his estate pieces as well. Shout out to Red. Red had the drip. Shout out to my brother Athletics, of course. He had the drip in the building. They had some beautiful hostesses and help. And shout out to all of y'all. Y'all was in the building. Um, Urban X family had everybody dripped out in the gathering of the master black and gold tees. Shout out to my brother Black Dot. Shout out to Malcolm. Shout out to Mama Dot. Shout out to y'all whole community. Who else was in there that we got to speak on? Of course, King Simon was in there with his family. Shout out to High Heels, of course, as well. Sharif was in there with the gold. Shout out to my brother Lord Sirius. I saw him. He was in there with the artwork. Shout out to Flame. He was in the building. Um, what other vendors am I missing out?
You talking about the vendors?
Yeah. I was running through the vendor list. Getting everybody
Uh
big shots. Q Reeves was in there with his pieces as well. Shout out to Q
Myra was
Reeves.
doing the readings, right? Did you see Myra doing the readings?
I seen Myra for a split second.
Bro, she
Yeah,
had a line the whole
yeah.
day.
I
Both
I just seen I seen
bro,
lines following her.
bro,
You know what I'm saying?
it was amazing. It was
I
absolutely
just seen
amazing.
lines following her. But
Oh,
I.
good. Yo, Blue, I'm sorry. My brother Dave is here. So Dave, check this out. I gotta show this, yo. We talking about the gathering of the masses. Check this out, Blue, because I gotta put it on a solo for on the screen real quick. All right, so listen, check this out, y'all. So the brother that you see in the lower, well, it's my lower left hand, David Heck.
Mm-hmm.
The brother, he's always on the Q&A. You know what? I want the brother to come on here real quick just to explain the process and how did he get into what he got. Dave, do me a favor, Dave. Do me a favor, Dave. Uh, hold up. Dave, click. Dave, he's usually working in the hospital. Dave, if you are not busy, click on that link. I just shared the link. Click on that link if you are not busy, my brother, because I want to show something, and it's perfect that you are in the chat. I asked about you the other day, but I want to show something you gave me. Before I show that, I was gifted an eagle feather.
Dope.
I forget the brother's name. Let me see. It's in my contact list. It's one of them native names, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to chop it up, mess it up. But shout out to the brother. I'm gonna reach out. I haven't reached out to him yet. I'm gonna be reaching out. He said it's something that they don't just give out to anybody. It was something
Mm-hmm.
special. So shout out to the brother. I'm looking for his name now. I don't see his name, but shout out to the brother who gifted me with the eagle feather. I really appreciate it. But listen, my brother Dave, right? And I hope Dave is able. Where's he at? Is he in the chat? Hold up, because I'm not using my computer. Give me a second, y'all. So Dave does something called light language. He's really tapped in, Blue. He's extremely tapped in. So I'll be telling him on the show, yo, Dave, I'll be talking about the light language, blah, 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 blah. So here you go. Let me put him on. Yo, Dave, you there?
Yo, Dave, you there? Yes, sir. I'm here, man. I'm outside with my daughters. We just chilling, trying to get this full moon
Okay.
energy, man. But yeah,
Peace,
we here,
Dave.
we here,
Yeah.
we here.
Okay, so let me just
What
show
up,
this
what up,
real
what
quick,
up?
Dave. Dave, you hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me just show this real quick. So Dave did some light language for me, right?
Ooh.
But check out what happened. I fold Dave. So Dave, I folded it, right? I think it was
Right.
already folded. You folded
It
it
was.
in
It was.
force.
Yep.
So it got wet. I forgot something in my trunk. I had a water bottle or something. So it ended up getting wet, right?
Right.
And what ended up forming on it was like, you ever seen them pictures of the snow, the waters and the snowflakes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When the water, the memory, what's it? Isaru Imoto?
Emoto.
So look
Right.
how beautiful that geometry is in the middle.
Mm.
That's water that got on the page, and it like formed.
Hey.
It
Mm.
formed into
Mm.
like a snowflake that you can
Snowflake.
see. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
this is in the
Right.
middle. This is in the middle of a whole page that the brother he's able to write light language. But that snowflake that formed from water, that's some powerful shit right there, y'all. Y'all see
Right.
that?
But what you
That
gotta
is,
understand too, when you
yeah.
do that, though, you freeze the water. My intention and everything that came from spirit all meshed into that. So when it got wet, it just froze and put in time, just froze it in time, whatever the intention and everything, yo.
Brother, and like I would say it happened by accident, but we know there's no such things as an accident.
Oh no, that
But
was
I
on
picked it
purpose, bro.
brother, I picked it up. I said, oh shit, it got wet. But then when I
Right.
looked at it, I said, yo, I said,
Yep.
nah, I said, this is next level. But look at
That's
that, family.
right.
That is a beauty right there. That is a beauty. So, Dave, I want to real quick. I got the brother Blue on here, and we was talking about the gathering, and
Right.
we're talking about all the talented people we have in the community, talented people we're meeting, and how it's important for us to meet so we could, find out who does what. Why do you do this, brother?
Right.
What is this? How do you do this? You need to explain what's going on here with this writing, brother. What's going on with this process?
Man,
Please.
it started off because I do meditation and I
Right.
sit and I just, different codes and different things just come to me, man. I was doing that. I called it meditation right now first. Something told
Okay.
me just to look it up. I don't even know what I was
Right.
looking up, but I looked it up and seen, oh, it's like, so I heard about people saying light language. I heard
Yes.
about that. But then I looked it up and said, oh, this is written light language. And I
Mm.
said, wow. I said, okay. I didn't really understand it, but I just kept doing it because it felt so natural for me to
Mm-hmm.
just go in and I can sit there and just write, just keep
Right.
writing. But just doing more research and just hearing different things from different channelers and everything, it's really just me, like my consciousness should kind of step into the side, and then my spirit or my higher self, which I kind of found some more information about your higher self from what I just found out. Your higher self is a combination of all your present, past, and current lives and all the information that it has, that's your higher self. So
Mm.
all that information from my whatever million or how many thousands of lives, 100 million thousand lives I've had, all talk to me through that. And I can just now I just set my intention. Like I wrote those I wrote on the back of yours. That was
Yeah.
my intention for you. But in a course spirit, no more than it's see from 30,000 feet. So it just added this little touch. But again, it just goes to show your brother Rich. Anything you're given, anything that you do will always be upgraded. That is exactly what happened.
Right. Yeah,
You
you
know what
Mm.
I'm
wrote
saying?
that. You wrote that in the back. I seen that. You
Yeah.
wrote that in the back.
Right. Right. So, bro,
Mm.
that's just how I do it, bro. I just sit in. If I set the intention, man, I can just go and I can use it for anything. Like even now, I always see at the gathering. I seen so many codes, and y'all talking about the ancestors. The ancestors was just whispering to me, like, "Oh, this is. I'm so proud. That's my nephew right here. You just talked to my daughter's daughter, my granddaughter. You just spoke to my great granddaughter, and I'm so proud of her. I can't
Yeah.
Mm.
believe she came from where she came from to even come in here. She wasn't even supposed to be here, but she's here. I got
But
all
she's
of the all
here.
that information,
So
all that information.
you get these like you're hearing this while you were there. You're hearing
Yeah,
this.
all of that. I'm telling you, man, I seen light codes and I seen all type of stuff just throughout the day, man. It was just the whole time I was there. Like my trip there was so peaceful and calm. Like, and I don't even really had this happen to me. I was coming down the highway because I came from North Carolina. That's a 5.5 hour drive. But even the trees was like, I can't wait till you get there. I'm so happy for you. Your trip's gonna be so well. I've never had that from, I mean, I can say that to y'all because y'all understand it's not spooky, it's not woo-woo.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
get
Hmm.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the trees was even saying, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't worry about anything happening because I told the tree 100 miles from now that you coming. That's what I'm telling you. It was
Mm.
all, bro. It was on another level, bro. I'm just telling you. I don't think you like you say, Yaki. You won't know until like your greatness. You will not know the impact of that conference prior until your son is older and he do it.
Mm.
I'm telling you, or your daughter. Whenever they do it, they're gonna be like, man, you're gonna have so many testimonies. The next time you have it, you gonna have so many testimonies. Cause it was like everybody was in their worm stage before they got there, no matter what they
Mm.
was doing. Going to the gathering of masters was like a cocoon. And then when we left, when we got in the chrysalis stage and we left, and then we expanded to the butterfly, the moth, whatever we gonna be, but I'm telling you, amazing greatness, all that kind of stuff is already in line for all of us that was there. Not saying we weren't gonna get it before, but that's
Yeah.
just expedited. I'm talking when I say expedite, I'm talking about expedited to we not the things we think about is just gonna happen so fast. We're gonna be like, oh my God, hold up,
Mm.
hold up. I'm
Mm.
telling you. I already see it, bro. I already see it. I appreciate y'all. Blue, your food was
Yes.
amazing, bro. Appreciate you,
Oh,
bro. And
thank you,
everything that you're
brother.
doing, the working out you talking about, bro, what you trying to do, bro, your spirit is
Thank you,
sharpening.
brother.
Everything, bro, everything you're gonna do is gonna be, it's gonna explode, bro. It's like a volcano, bro, for you. Cause I'm telling you, I see light bodies all the time. And every time I see you, bro, you had this crazy, like circular, I've never seen a circular aura like
Mm.
around people. I always see tall beings or tall light beings. Even another girl that I seen like a colorful aura on her. I
Mm.
never seen a colorful aura like that around people. It was like a train, like a train, like she had a dress, but it's just
Mm.
flowing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But you got a crazy circular, and it's constantly moving, Blue. Like I'm telling you, bro. You got, bro, the protection and all the stuff you need. Don't even worry about none of that. All the stuff you were talking about, the people falling off, they were supposed to do that. But you already
Yes,
know these things,
indeed.
man.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you nothing you don't know, man.
Yo,
So
Blue,
Thank you,
if
my brother.
I don't know if you seen, did you see the brother at the gathering? You remember him?
I did see him. Yes.
yeah, because
Nick?
remember you was in line trying to change the plates out, and I was trying to hold the thing up for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you was trying to get the thing
Yes.
situated. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah.
Of course, of
Yeah, yeah.
course.
Yo, Dave, as soon as I seen you in person, I seen you in the parking lot. I was like, oh, he's tapped in, tapped in. Like
Uh,
your vibe is. I don't even know if you human, nigga. I think you a straight angel or something. Yo, if you see, he's a big dude in person. Like he's big, like 6'3".
yeah, it
How
was
tall are you,
mad
Dave?
angels in there. You
I'm
How
crazy?
six
tall?
one, man. I'm six
Yo,
one. Everybody think I'm crazy tall. I'm six
you look
one.
bigger than that. Yo, your aura is so big that I thought you was like 6'4". I'm like,
Right,
this
right.
dude is big.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like bro. Like, yeah, and it's funny. The last time I did before the gathering, he was on my show, Blue, and I said, "Yo," I said, "Dave, you're gonna be a teacher." I said, "Yo, you're gonna be a teacher, son.
I
There's
seen
son
that
about
show.
this dude."
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Yo, there's son about this dude." And then I see him at the gathering. I'm like, "Oh, he's tapped in. I could
Yeah,
tell."
yeah. He
And the
is a
brother,
teacher.
yeah. So it's my son want to say hi. Speaking of serious, but I said, "Hold up, y'all. Let me."
Yeah.
That's what's up. Go ahead. My girls want to say
What
like,
up, serious?
My son want to say hi. He want to say, "All right." You
that's
said.
what's up. Yeah, my girls
Yo,
want to
That's
say
yo,
hi
right.
Blue,
too,
he's
man.
competing with you, Blue.
I
Yeah,
see,
look
I
at my muscle.
see,
Yeah, show him your
I
muscle.
see it. Yeah,
Show him your muscle.
Yeah, look at them.
I see
Look
Yeah,
you,
at them.
let's show
serious.
the babies.
You
Hold on,
getting
let me
there?
see.
You
Hold up.
serious, boy?
Yeah,
You serious?
what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up to the
Hey,
star seat? Yeah, serious. Go ahead. What peace? How you doing? How y'all doing? Hello.
hey,
All right, all right. Oh man, yeah, we got the seeds out here, the star seeds.
yeah,
Right,
man.
It's a
right.
beautiful thing. Hey, Dave, man. I don't want to. I see you with your family. I don't want to keep you too long, my brother. But I had to call you on
Good.
here because I was like, yo, I got to show the brother what happened and with the water
That's
and the
crazy.
water sealing it. That's like it's seal, like you said, like bro. This thing. I look at this every day and just smile, Dave. So words can express how thankful I am for this, man. Look at this every day and I just smile, my brother.
Spirit told me to do it, bro. As soon as I purchased my ticket, I was already prompted to go ahead and do it. So I went on and knocked it out. And then whenever before I came, I got my envelope and I did a little wax seal on it. My girl's like,
Yeah.
"Why you do that?" I was like, "Spirit told me to make it like how they used to do like back in whatever times they used to do like the wax stamp." You know what
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I don't know if you've seen the wax stamp. It said thank you because that's just truly, you know what I'm saying, what you are. You are the physical embodiment of thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Mm.
you are. At least to me. I can say
Yeah.
that. So just because of so much information I gained from the show, and then like you said, you got a heart of gold. You are. You really do. You know what I'm saying? And it shows. It shows. So don't even let all the other stuff. I know you're not gonna let it penetrate you, but it's
No,
just
no, no, no.
you
I'm
doing
good.
your thing, bro. You doing your thing, bro.
Hey, enjoy the rest of your night with your family, my brother. Saturday night. Thank you once again, brother. And we're gonna chop it up soon on the show, Dave.
Peace, Jay.
Yes,
All right,
indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all take care of. Blessings,
all
bro.
right. Peace, my brother.
Peace, brother.
Yeah, I had to call him on real quick, Blue, because
Yeah,
that
yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
No,
man.
that I had seen you had did a show and you spoke on that, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I've been getting these downloads same way, writing in this language. So
Mhm.
I'm like, it's we out here. You know what I mean? The thing the thing that's happening is happening, and the ones that need to connect are finding one another, and they're connecting and they're coming together. And like I said, it's forging and it's formulating this new reality, this new world.
Mhm.
And again, my impetus and my catalyst to get back in the gym and to become a better version of myself. Like I said, I know that I needed to be a different version of me to get done the things that my mouth agreed to do, right?
Mhm.
Which was carry, the multitude, be able to feed the multitudes and not just throw something at them, but every morsel and every bite has to have the integrity that every single other bite has. Every bottle of sea moss has to be on point and on par.
Mhm.
And I just, yeah, I needed the energy in order to do that. But also, what had happened recently in the community, our sister Elijah from Wadata, I felt that it was a need and a necessity again, just for men to be present in the
Mhm.
community and show a presence of strength. Masculinity was on the line. Donald Trump took the Black Power fist, and ran with it. I just seen a lot of attacks, bro, and I was just like, we have to push back. And these children,
Yeah.
I see you brothers in the community and sisters with these children, and it's just like if we're gonna create community and we're gonna build community, we have to always um, just be mindful of security, the things that I'm willing to make sure that these children have an opportunity to be safe so they
Right.
could just be peaceful and innocent and just enjoy themselves the way that they do when they come around these events and when they come around, the real family. Yeah, those are the things that we should be willing to stand up and defend right now.
Mhm.
You know.
Indeed. And I'm gonna make an official announcement soon, but I actually, since you mentioned the sister from Wadata,
Yeah.
I called her, because I'm like, I want to assist her in a way. I'm good at one. You have to know your gifts. I'm good at, and the reason why I was able to do the gathering of the masses, I'm good at um giving people the recognition they deserve, or like I said, I'm a point guard. I'm a point guard to the gods, and I'm the one that gives the gods the alley oop or the assist, and I want to assist the
Like
sister
that.
and her business and
Yes.
her getting to a next level that she has been getting some resistance from. So I
Yes.
called the sister and I told her I want to do something with her on August 29th, I believe it is. It's a Saturday. And we're doing something, family, at Wadada. If you're in the ATL Atlanta area, Georgia area, it's called Double Dutch Day. And it's going to be the first, it's something we're going to do every year. It's going to be this a free event. It's going to be the first annual Double Dutch Day. We're celebrating health, we're celebrating community, we're celebrating family, and we're celebrating fun. Um, I want the family, I want everybody to come out to Wadada. We're gonna have the sisters double dutching out there. It's gonna be a throwback to the good vibes that we used to have before we decided to just, for whatever reason, sit in our rooms on the phones or the computers and never go outside. It's gonna be a real nice community thing. Like I said, it's a free event. This is how I called Blue. No, Blue called me this morning, and the way he was talking, it just, the spirit said, "Oh, tell Blue about that," because I forgot I was supposed to call Wadada back yesterday. Then Blue was telling me he was talking about the black woman, and I was like, "Oh, Blue, by the way, I called Wadada earlier this week." Blah 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 blah. And Blue was like, "Yo, you should do it at Wadada's her backyard or whatever, the back of her store." So I was like, "Oh
Right.
shit, that's a good idea." We got the sister in the store, and boom, we're gonna make it happen. So it's the first annual Double Dutch Day. I'm gonna have the flyer. Shout out to Mo. He's making a flyer for me. We're going to have all the details real soon, but it's happening. It's going to be live stream also for those who can't make it, but it's
Right.
going to be an amazing community event filled with fun. It's going to feel
Yeah. Different
nostalgic.
different activities. We're
Oh,
gonna have a dominoes table. We're gonna be doing handball off of the wall. Playing jacks. You know what I'm saying? Probably bring a pull up ball out there. Some. All of the good stuff. The jumping gym for the children. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be that good summer fun that we're used to as a people, getting back outside, getting around one another, and having fun.
indeed. Blue. King Simon said, "What day?" I think it's the last Saturday of August.
Oh, I
Oh,
think that's the 31st. That's
31st. Yeah,
also, yeah.
yeah. The from 1 to 5. It's not gonna be too long. It's gonna be from 1 to 5. We're prepping for. I know Aquarius and several other speakers talk about the importance of September and it being harvest season. So we gonna go into September right, y'all. We gonna go into the harvest season right. We gonna go on a high vibration, and yeah, it's going down August 31st. Uh, at Wadada's. Make sure you come through. I'm gonna have plenty of details and flyers and things like that. But I'm just tell y'all here first before I even make the official announcement. But it's just a real good community event. You know, let's get to
Yeah.
let's get to a couple of questions before my brother Blue get out of here.
Let's do it.
Blue, they want to know, how would you communicate with your spirit? Like, would you ask your spirit for any information?
How would you communicate with your spirit? You should meditate, right? If you are looking for information, um, you should find an aspect of stillness. I again, I do an upload to get a download. So I put the intention on my heart. I mentally crystallize it, and then I go into that space and place of meditation, and I allow myself to have an experience. And I'm not always looking for an answer because that means that I'm anticipating something. I just allow the process to take place, and that's how I end up. I don't want to say bumping into the answer, but the answer finds me when it needs to. But again, that me allowing myself to trust the process, to know the key in this is, did you find stillness? The key in this is, did you prioritize your time enough to find stillness? What does that mean? Emptying yourself of all thoughts, anticipation, and expectations, right? being still means being still, not any other version of that. So if you don't feel that that's what you've done, then you ain't get there yet. Go back.
Indeed. Yeah, King Simon, we always need an MC. Come through. I'm gonna be on the mic, but yeah, we could definitely, you could
You
definitely
know,
come through
yeah,
and
Simon, you need to be at everything, Simon.
yeah. I'm definitely gonna be because I'm live streaming. I'm gonna have the brother that blue pill,
Quentin,
it's
yeah.
Quinn. I'm gonna have Quentin
Shout out to
live
Quentin.
streaming. So it's gonna be like I said, Blue. My main focus, and this is something we definitely got to collaborate on. My main focus for the next year is original content, but
I
outside
got
of just the regular Zoom interviews. So having something like the Double Dutch Day and
you.
other
Yeah,
ideas I got, like I definitely want to bring different things to the channel and different things to the Patreon and so on and so forth. So yeah, King Simon, come through. It's gonna be amazing. But I also want to just add on to what Blue Pill said in terms of how to communicate with your spirit. Question. Ask your spirit a direct question and it will give you an answer. But the answer may not come how you think it's going to come, but you will get the answer. Questions are very, very important, family. Don't sleep on the power of asking a question. You will get the answer. It may not be what you expected, but you will get the answer. And I want to give a quick example. One time I asked Spirit, who am I? Tell me who am I? I need to know who am I. Please tell me who am I. And I end up ordering something on Amazon. And at the end of the night, when I ordered it, I was like, is this the? I was like, hold up. Nah, this can't. I was like, hold up. The spirit ain't that. Hold up. I was like, yo, this is crazy how you get answers. I ordered something, and what I ordered was something ancient. And I was like, nah, this can't be the answer to the question I was looking for. But the spirit is ill. It will answer your question in a way that you never imagined. So simply ask
yeah,
a,
yeah.
a direct intentional question and you will get the answer, family. Let's get
Yes.
to the next question. Blue, what's a good crystal to ground yourself for meditation, Blue?
A good, I mean, you can ground yourself with quartz, for meditation because it's clear, right? Smoky quartz is even more of a grounded stone because it speaks directly to that connection to earth, right? So I would recommend that yes, you definitely utilize either a quartz or a smoky quartz. A clear quartz, should we say a clear quartz or a smoky quartz?
Yeah, indeed, indeed. All right. Next question, Blue. Oh, Blue, you was talking about this earlier. Somebody said, yo, bro, Rich, I just joined the 40 and over Double Dutch Club here in Maryland.
Yeah.
You was just talking about the 40 and over Double Dutch Club.
Yeah,
Wow, that's deep.
there's a 40 and up double dutch club here in Atlanta that I met during Juneteenth, so I'll get the information.
Please do, yeah.
Hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, Blue, go to are you gonna be there? Because I know you're doing. Are you gonna? You said you are gonna stop by,
I
right?
should be able to be at both. Yeah, I'll be at Gano's, and I'll also be able to stop by and get a game of handball in. I gotta get some handball in.
Gotta get some handball in,
And
family.
I'm a high advocate for. I've been asking for the double dutch to return for the longest.
You
I
got
think,
you gotta get Blue Dream. Blue, you gotta get your lady
yeah,
Blue Dream out there with
Blue Dream gonna be there. She gonna get her team together.
oh
Oh, and I said I was bringing a linoleum because I want to have a little breakdancing session. I want to redeem, the whole breakdancing. I'm gonna have my I got head spins and back spins. I got my thing together. I'm gonna have my all white Adidas suit. So
man.
I'm calling, yeah, B-boys show up. We're
B
gonna have a little
boys.
break dancing.
Hold up, we
Yeah,
gonna have the B boys out there too now.
yeah, we just
Family,
not doing the
hold
double
up.
dutching without the break dancing.
I gotta hurry to get this flyer together, y'all.
Yes,
Who's in the Atlanta area? Real quick. Who's in the Atlanta area, y'all? Because I want y'all. This is a free event for the public. It's family fun.
that's
We dealing
right.
with health for the sisters, health for the brothers. Sisters, y'all need to be active. Brothers, y'all need to be active. We need to break dance. We need to move our bodies more. We live in what they call it. What's that word? Sentient,
That,
Blue?
yeah,
When you just sit all day.
a sedentary state. Yeah,
Sedentary. Yeah, yeah. We sitting all day long, y'all. So
we need to
yeah,
move it around. Get this movement
yeah.
moving.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Somebody said our travel city. Well, come through, come through. It's August 31st from 1 to 5 at Wadata ATL. Come through, y'all.
And be
Come
at the
through. It's
parking
gonna
lot. Yeah,
Yeah, in the parking lot. I am here. Listen, don't say you're gonna be there. Come through, y'all. We need to make a statement, y'all.
that's right.
Everything's gonna be more community focused moving forward, y'all. It's bigger than a Zoom meeting or just a regular interview. It's all gonna be more community focused, even a Discord. So, family, if you can make it, come through. Come through,
Yeah,
y'all.
shout out to the Discord.
Oh yeah, they was popping. Oh,
I
they was
love that. I love that Discord, man.
they,
Shout out.
they was popping.
Now that was a community. I'm almost in tears. I'm like, you don't understand, like, because I'm up 4 or 5 in the morning. They be up.
They still be up. Yeah, they still be up. They be up talking and all that. Shout out to the Discord. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all did y'all thing.
They was really a community. They was really supportive for one another every day. Shout out. Sharif was the mayor of Discord. So he was just there for everybody. Just again, man, I'm so much appreciative of people that's in service, like the service sector,
Yeah,
people that are there for other people, like really purposefully showing up and being there, not like halfway being there, because people need one another, right? People really, really need one another right now. And I just saw so much of that bonding, people that have formed digital bonds that was able to meet in the physical and strengthen those bonds. It wasn't weird like, it has been in the past where they like, nah, this is my sister, my brother for real. And you see like those strengthening bonds.
mm.
And you like, yo, something dope is coming out of this.
Yo, Blue, you know what to be ill? But damn, I don't see. I don't. Oh man, I don't know how much time you got on that Saturday. But somebody said workout group. When the sisters is done with their double dutch, if you could get a quick workout going on with
Yeah.
the brothers, Blue,
Yeah.
I need to get muscles too, Blue.
I'm
Help me,
there.
help me
Nah.
get some muscles, Blue. I'm
that
struggling, Blue.
I see it. It's
I
not
need some
hard.
muscles
It's
too,
not hard to
Blue.
get you where you need to
I
get
need
to.
some muscles, y'all. Somebody
Two
tell Blue
weeks.
to help me.
Look, give
What?
me 2 weeks and I got you. You'll be
I
on
need,
this joint stunting.
I need some muscles too.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I need that. I need that, Blue.
I can get you right in 2 weeks.
I need that.
But
But
yeah, yeah,
you,
I'll be there for that.
so we gonna have a little workout. Listen, y'all. It's listen. This is how it happens. The ideas just keep coming, and the day keeps getting better and better. We gonna be working out now. So
Yeah,
if the Blue gonna be there, Know the Ledge gonna be there. Wadada. So we collaborating. Know the Ledge, Wadada, Black Magic 363. I gotta tell Red Pill about that. Oh my god, it's gonna be a movie, y'all.
be
Once
a
again, it's a
movie.
big event, y'all. NATL in the West End at Wadada, August 31st. I'm sorry I don't have the flyer for y'all now, but I will have it in a couple of days. But it's going down. It's gonna be an amazing way to end the summer and to bring in the harvest season, family. Oh my God.
That part.
I'm excited. Let's get
Yeah.
to okay. We got Red. Red said, I'm dead like swimwear. There we go. That's what I'm talking
We in
about.
there. It
That's
get
what I'm
bigger and
talking
better. It's
about.
getting bigger and better.
That's what I'm
And
talking
again,
about.
again, y'all,
Q,
how
hold on,
important.
Blue, Blue, hold up. Q, you coming through too? Hold up. If Q's coming through, I might just flip this computer. If Q is coming, if you say, I swear, I'm gonna throw this motherfucker on the wall. Q, you coming? Hold up, y'all. Is it gonna? Hold up. Is it gonna be one of them days? Hold up.
It's gonna be
Is
one
Blue,
of
is Blue
them.
gonna have us working out? I'm getting muscles.
It's
I'm
gonna
getting
be.
muscles, y'all.
We're
See,
gonna get
see
you
this?
there.
I'm getting muscles. I need to get some sun on my arm. You see how light skin my arm is? I need to get
Look,
some sun
I
on that
found
arm.
a beach in Atlanta. That's
Light
another
skin.
thing.
I
You hear
need,
me?
yeah.
Look, I see. Come on, I see Sirius in there.
Hold
Look
up.
at the.
Let me show us.
I
Me and my
see.
son, we both getting muscles. Hold up. Show us somebody. We both getting muscles. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That's how it's
Yeah.
done. That's
But Blue,
right.
Blue, Blue gonna help us, man. I'm gonna be diesel by the end of the year, y'all. You know what I mean?
Yo, Sirius gonna get it. He there. I see it in his eyes. He got it in him.
Oh
He gonna
yeah.
get he gonna get them push-ups. He's gonna start and not gonna stop. I'm telling you.
Man,
Look,
oh, man.
that I posted a video that Facebook has shown me from 2015 when I was
Yeah.
out here in the parks. Every time I get around children and I work out, and even your video, I can't go nowhere without people speaking about, yo, I seen you on Brother Rich in the park breathing with the children.
Mhm.
Like I want that to be like the normal thing that we do city to city, that we go into these hoods and we pull out workout gear, and then the children come out and work out with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when I work out, they start working out. They'll push it, even at the event. I think the youngster, he was like 7 or 8,
Yeah,
and
man.
he thought, yeah, he thought that he could do a few. I'm like,
Oh man.
no. He ended up doing like 14. I'm like, bro, you got you. It's within you, but we need these accountability partners to push one another past our threshold, and then we like what we capable of, and you can never unsee that. And that's what we just go around turning people's lights on, and then that's how we make the world
Oh,
better, just like
damn,
that.
man. Why your brother making fun of you? Your brother said Drake arms, LOL. Because I tell you, my arms is light skin. Yeah, what, Blue Red? Why you got jokes for? Because I'm real. This is my real complexion, y'all. But I get so much sun that I'm a little double. Red, why you got jokes for? Nah, Red. Blue, you gotta get me right now. Hold up. They said,
Uh,
oh man, come on.
uh,
I can't have
oh,
them saying that, Blue.
now we're
Listen,
gonna get you
family,
right.
come out. Because I don't want to have Drake arms no more.
That
I gotta get some, I gotta let the
that
sun hit my shit.
That's
And
the
my shit,
catalyst for change right
you know what I
there.
mean? You know
Sometimes
what I
the
mean?
laugh is you turn a chuckle into muscle, or you
Yeah.
buckle under a chuckle. I turn chuckles into muscles.
Oh yeah.
They laughed at me one time in the gym, and that's all I needed. And
Woo.
everybody knows, after that it was action figure blue.
Indeed.
Because we can alchemize shame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all
Sometimes,
of that, all of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
a laugh is like, okay, I'm gonna show them, and then sometimes that's that thing that you need when you
Yeah.
on that last set and you got that pain, but you remember that laugh. You
Uh,
like, nah, they ain't finna laugh at me no more. And then you
definitely.
break through your
Definitely.
threshold, and next thing you know, you on the other
Yeah.
side, and there's no looking
Facts.
back. So yeah, man, this is gonna be dynamic, and I'm so excited for the young girls in the community that are gonna be able to see this again, and we're gonna be able to
Oh
broadcast
man.
this, and
Live.
these young melanated young women, these babies, getting back into their athleticism, seeing Simone guy, all of that, all of the gym, just athleticism, just the excellence that we represent, rebranding Black excellence, no Diddy.
Yeah, I like rebranding Black excellence. Woo. Y'all
Yeah,
know how I give a woo rebranding Black excellence. Wow, I
no
like that.
Diddy. Yes, yes,
Man,
yes.
I like that. Wow. Oh
So,
man, let's well, yeah. Well, hold up. Myra said y'all gotta stop this. I was just talking about double dutch while listening. I just started work. Listen, ladies,
eh,
come out to the first annual Double Dutch Day. And fellas, you will be a fool not to come out.
eh,
And the ladies is out there. And Blue gonna get us right. We got action figure blue. Action figure blue
yeah,
is
we're
gonna
gonna
get
get
all the
right.
brothers right.
We're gonna get right. We're gonna get
He gonna
right.
have my son serious doing push-ups. So
That's a fact.
listen, ladies, come out. It's about we gotta embrace health, and we gotta embrace one of the things Yaki talked about at the gathering was movement, the movement in the body. So we got to get the body movement again. He
Yeah.
talked
And,
he talked about the lungs pushing the blood through our body, not the heart. Family, we got to get our breathing right. Man, let's this
and,
is gonna be
and
fun.
yeah, I just want to put that as an exclamation point. Like even when I made a mention of his presentation, I do want to say that it was genius and it was on time. And again, he's just exemplifying and showing me his connection to the divine mind and the divine legacy that he would know what to bring, how to bring it, and when to bring it. You know what I'm saying? So the evidence of his demonstration shows how much in alignment he is with the mission that he is being entrusted with. You feel me? So salute to Yaki for being the shining light. You know what I'm saying? The beacon of light and really getting the job done.
Indeed, indeed.
Salute.
Let's get to give me another question before I get out of here. But I really want, yeah. Red Pill said rebrand. Yeah, I really want all y'all to come out. But like I said, when I get the flyer and everything, everybody will have all the information so y'all can save it and
Yeah,
stuff. But this is just like a small announcement. I'm gonna make the official announcement soon, man. It's gonna be big, y'all, and it's a free event. It's a perfect way to end such a magnificent summer. I would
nice.
say, we all had things going on in our individual personal lives, but spiritually it's popping right now, y'all. And we really, I think we need what Blue said, accountability partners. We need a mastermind group. We need support. We need community. And if we all just lift each other up, man, listen, we're going to get to where we got to get. Tap
That
into
much
those
quicker.
supercell powers, y'all. But
That's right.
let's see what else. Somebody said when y'all coming to St. Louis. I'm gonna get some footage at Yaki's facility before the year's over.
I need to go with you for that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
need to
yeah.
pull up on St. Louis.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
need to speak to Yaki about doing the St. Louis event because St. Louis really needs us.
You're right, indeed.
You
So
know,
we're gonna I'm gonna be there before the year's out because I'm gonna get some footage at his facility. Because
Keys need to come back with us. Go home back to St. A lot of people from St. Louis.
yeah, facts. All right, let's see. Brother Rich, when can we expect a recording for attendees? I started sending it out yesterday. I'm gonna send some more out tonight. Everybody should have it by Monday. I'm thinking Monday or Tuesday. Everybody should have it. But I just started sending it out yesterday. The recording is in 6K. It looks great. It's amazing. So yeah, the attendees and everybody who bought the live stream, everybody's gonna get a recording because it was just too much to sit down the whole day. I know a lot of people were supporting vendors and all that, but give me about to two. I would say Tuesday. Give me about to Tuesday, because I'm sending it through WeTransfer because I want you to have the download. I want you to have it on your computer, and I can only send like 80 at a time, and it was like over 1,000 of y'all there. So by Tuesday, all of y'all should have it. And you could save it on your hard drive, whatever. All right. Let's get to some more questions from the fan. Shout out to Ascending Infinite Goddess. She was in the building. She was there.
Shout out to Sin and Infinite. Yes.
Blue, this is a question I know you got before. How do solar flares affect us, Blue? You talking about superpowers?
Yes.
Tell me about solar flares.
Well, again, solar flares are emitting solar plasmic rays and they are coming off of the sun and they transfer here by way of what's called solar winds, right? As of recently, I think the day after the gathering of the masters, there was a very big solar storm or solar flares that were emitted. As of today, earlier today, about 2 hours ago, they put a publication out, and it was about how we are interacting and interfacing with the solar entity called the sun. Now, I have been telling people since 2020. Well, I wrote the book with Al Kibalan in 2021, Convos with the Cosmos, where I said that we were entangled to the sun by a subatomic particle called the muon, right? And also we are tethered to the sun and connected by something called neutrinos. So all that
Yes.
information, like recently, like I literally saw one of the articles just dropped today where they were confirming that there's an instantaneous transfer of solar energy by way of the muon that they were just able to discover in their scientific labs. I said this since 2021, but yeah, we are we're being affected by the solar rays because it's gamma radiation and our melanin is absorbing it. And if you are constructing your body to be, the temple that it is, then you can transmute that energy, and once you transmute that solar energy, it's only charging up the sun that's in you anyway, which is your solar plexus, right?
Indeed.
And by grabbing the solar winds and utilizing these solar rays and transferring them inside of your own internal temple or what have you, that is going into the process of what the brother Sharif was speaking about creating Ormus gold, right? Transferring base metal lead into gold through the process of breathing. And long story, we'll get to it.
Mm,
But
indeed. Oh yeah. Let's do another question. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Blue Pills, King Simon is sharing Blue Pill link tree in the chat. Make sure y'all click on that link to support my brother Blue Pill. He got so many things going on. Make sure you click on that link
thank
tree.
you, Simon. Yes.
Oh yeah, I like how Q. I like what Q. Blue. This is the mutant era. I like that shit. I like that
It
shit.
is.
This is the
It
mutant era.
is.
I like that shit, man.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's what it is. Q. Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
Oh
So
man.
I also have a D minder, which is a UVI index. So it's an index to read the UVI energy coming off of the sun. And the days of the gatherings of the masters, there was, I think it was a 9 and a 10. It goes about as high as an 11. So those days, the solar flares was popping. The next
Mm.
day was a 4.4 earthquake,
Earthquake,
and then
earthquake.
was
Yeah.
a double solar flare, and then we just got another crazy one like 2 days ago. So all of these flares are popping off. I sun gaze, sun graze, and sunbathe every day, so I know the intensity of the sun. On or around about the time of the gathering of the masses, I was not able to comfortably sun gaze in that sun.
Mm.
It was super intense by like 8 a.m. Like when I say
Yeah,
super intense,
I remember.
I look at the sun, both eyes open, and stare through it like 5 minutes. People will tell you.
Mm.
I had to look at it like this, squinting through one eye. It was intense, bro. And I know what
Mm.
that's about. It's the gathering of the masses. Literally, we're bringing our own atmospheres and oxygens into that one building, and all of those solar plexus are being activated, and everybody's energy is bouncing off of one another, and we just getting mutated. All of this. Bro,
Mm.
yeah,
Wow.
the mutant era. You know what I'm saying? That's what we in right now.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hey Blue, do you
Yeah,
think is there a possibility that the same way we look to the stars up above and we look at their movement to the side, what we are going to do or how to move, a lot of the astrologers, do you think if these are sentient beings, do you think these beings look to the earth and see how we're moving to decide what it's going to do?
they have to.
Explain that, brother. Come on, come on, come on, Blue.
Well, take
Come
me for
on.
instance, right? I'll use myself as an
Yes.
example. I have a very firm gnosis that the water in my body is older than the sun, right? So I'm not tricked into this concept of thinking just because there's a luminous ball in the sky that somehow is greater than me or is older than me if I know who I am, right?
Yes.
I also know
Yes.
that my mind is timeless, right? I also know that I'm connected to a static aspects of this universe that people call quote unquote God, that I call consciousness. I know
Yes.
that this flesh suit is cosmic, that it's composed of stardust. I
Yes.
know that within this gut is a solar plexus that represents a mini sun.
Mm.
I know that if I get up at 3:33 and get in the gym at 4 a.m. and I put my spirit on the cross because I'm on 7 grams of psilocybin, right? And all of my ancestors, the whole front row, they got on white. They like, this nigga came to die this early in the morning, right? And you defy the odds continuously, and you are defeating demons, and you are conquering fear, and you're getting all of your challenges put in your back pocket, and you eating Ogun and belching out fire. By the time I get out of the gym and it's 6 a.m. and the sun ain't even out, guess whose name is at the front of the list? When the sun come up, it got to summon CB first.
Mm.
So by time the sun come up and I'm outside already grounded, ready to gaze through it, it got to squint when it see me because my solar plexus is so amped. Because I'm also using all my breathing techniques in the gym, so my breath go like this, like a hydraulic pump, because I'm utilizing intense pressure diaphragmic breathing to a level that it's been unseen on this planet since Montauk Chi have been talking about it. What's the evidence of it? I'm 130 pounds. What you think is pushing that weight? It ain't me.
Mm.
It ain't me. I'm showing people the power of what? Consecrating the temple to bring Christ within by unifying with the breath, right? The spirit is in the breath, it's in the air, permeates everything and everywhere all at once. All you have to do is figure out how to tap into it. I create a cauldron in my diaphragm while I'm putting all of this pressure on this particular air, right? And utilizing the fact that I already got mana in my system, I'm creating gold. Because any of the base metal or the heavy metals, which are parasites, fears, challenges, insecurities, all of that stuff is getting burnt up in the furnace because I need the fuel to do the things that I'm doing And the only thing that I can utilize as fuel is the stuff in my body that has to be burnt off.
Mm-hmm.
So by proxy, I'm creating all of this gold. I'm creating all of these serotonins that are being released, all of this oxycontin, and the sun ain't even up yet.
Mm-hmm.
My brain has not even started secreting the serotonin because I'm still in the melanin phase because I'm in the witch's hour drinking witch's brew, under 20,000 pounds of weight, damn near.
Mm-hmm.
Going through a routine from 4 to 6 without stopping, nonstop pushing weights. So, like I said, when I get outside and the sun has to come up and I'm able to sun gaze for 5 or 6 minutes straight without blinking, with both eyes open, and intentionally speak to the sun, because I'm speaking through the sun, I'm envisioning Sirius behind the sun. So, me looking through the sun is like, little nigga, get out the way. I'm speaking to mama.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not the son. You the son. I'm the daddy. I'm the father. I'm here on earth. I know that I got water in my body that's older than you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that my mama is grander than you. And I know what your position and my construct is. But you're going to play your position when I come outside because I need you to go to work for me. I'm not going to work for you.
Mm-hmm.
And don't try this at home, y'all.
Yeah, no, that
Because you got to have respect and reverence as well. You know what I'm saying? And this goes into the whole aspect of you really have to know who you are to step on that level because there's a lot of pain and punishment to come with that.
right, 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 right. Indeed.
So
Yeah, yeah, no. This is let's do one more question for we. This is good because we're gonna bring it into the 2 hour mark. Let's do one last
okay.
question before we get out. This is a real good one. This was a good one. This was a fun one. We started out, we always go back to metaphysics, but we started out, with psychology. We started out with the
Yeah.
psychology of the collective consciousness and this thing we call black on black and mainstream media. And it was a great conversation. And we always got to bring it back to the spirit realm and metaphysics. And that's why I love having these conversations with Blue or with Red, because I know no matter what pop culture topic we talk about, we can always bring it back to spirituality and metaphysics. And I definitely appreciate being able to do that. Give me one last question before we get out of here. We got 10, we got about 8 minutes left. One last question before we get out of here, family. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. It's about 11:30. Somebody said, "Can I get the link?" Hold up. Can I get the link to the Gathering Masters? I paid for it. Did you not get the link, or did you attend in person, Queen? Had Asaji? Yeah, because I just touched on that. So I'm just trying to figure out where you're coming from. Did you were you there present in person? Let me know. But anyway, okay, let me get to this last question while I just wait for her to say something. Blue, since your name is Blue, what is it about the blue moon tomorrow? Daughter birthday is August 19th.
Tomorrow's going to be a very powerful moon. It's going to set off a series of full moons that are going to be special moons. Anytime that something is considered a blue moon, that just means that there's two full moons in 1 month.
Right, right, right.
Um, and it's a super moon. It's a very luminous moon. Um, I had I had about maybe 2 weeks ago. I listened to an astrologer named Pam Gregory. She's from the
Mm-hmm.
UK. A little lady from the UK. She be dropping it though, and she was saying a lot about this moon. I'm just trying to remember everything that's being said, or everything that was said. Uh, you know, Tomorrow for me is my 100th episode of my mineral ministry. So regardless of what the moon or the sun is doing, I'm gonna be dropping gems and I'm gonna be unpacking, whatever the cosmos is putting in my lap. You feel me? And I'm sure that whatever energy is designated for tomorrow's moon is gonna come out in that particular demonstration. So at 11:11 a.m. on Instagram on my IG page, and sometimes I go live on simultaneously on YouTube on the Know the Ledger. But I'll be doing, you know, I'll be doing my thing, and we'll be talking on the moon tomorrow.
Indeed. Yeah, Blue. I like to celebrate when I like to celebrate and do rituals when I like to do. I hate to have to wait for a special event, but I appreciate the universe for having these alignments that allows the energy, I guess, to flow through more easily. But I definitely, if I got that feeling, y'all, I'm tapping in regardless of a blue moon. Panic used to talk about this: a pink moon, blue moon, shit moon, whatever you want to, whatever's going on. If you know you have the right and the
Man,
ability to tap in at any moment. So don't wait on
yeah,
something, but take advantage of these days.
I
But
want
don't
to say
wait.
yeah,
Yeah,
shout outs to Panic. He was missed. I think I heard I overheard Isaiah making mention of the fact that he was at the
first.
first one,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I remember the picture, and I was like, yeah, yeah, Panic was, and Panic presence was missed, and I remember the first one again. I remember his audience, his membership. I remember how generous they were. You know what I'm saying? And not only the money that they spent. I just remember the decorum. I remember the pedigree of the type of person that they were. You know what I'm saying? Like they were the best of the best type of people that I had encountered in a long time. They had a different type of energy on them altogether. You know what I'm saying? So salute to him. Salute to you know his whiz, his progeny. You know, and all of his followers.
Indeed, indeed. Hey, man. With that being said, man, I want to thank the brother Blue Pill for coming on the platform tonight. Know the ledge coming on Black Magic
Sure.
363. He will be present. We are collaborating. He will be present. He will be making us exercise at the first annual Double Dutch Day, August 31st at Wadada in ATL. I will
Yes.
have the fly and everything very soon for y'all. I want all. It's a free event. It's outside. I want all y'all to come out for that. It's about health. It's about wellness. It's about knowledge,
Fun and
wisdom,
family. Yes.
fun, family, all of that. So make sure. Oh, you
Yeah.
know what's funny? King Simon said today is Khadijah's birthday. That's so it's no
Oh
coincidence that we
wow.
bought up. You see how that work? You
See,
see how
yeah.
that work?
That's the
Y'all see how
spirit.
that
That's
work,
the
right?
spirit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Salute to Khadija. Thank you, King Simon, and yeah, thank you, Khadija, and yes, that brother's missed, and
Indeed.
yeah, cosmicdust.com, COZMIKDUST.com. That's me and Blue Dream site. We got a little jewelry and stuff and clothes up there.
Don't
uh,
say little. No, no, don't say we got a little. Don't use that word. No, don't say that, Blue.
all
All this
right,
talk,
my
all this
bad.
talk,
Yeah,
and then you gonna say we got a little. Nah, bro. Don't say that. Say we got the biggest.
we
We
got the
got the
biggest.
biggest.
Nah, we do. We have, some of the most unique items up there, very selective based on our journeys, and she has a great eye for selecting amazing jewelry. I saw Soleil. She looked so amazing in the jewelry pieces at the gathering. I mean, and just kudos to the attire, kudos to the drip. I'm stoic on the functional fashion, and they did that thing both days. You know what I'm saying? I ain't see no repeat outfits. Shout out to Urban X for lacing the spot with the official
Oh yeah.
gathering of the Master T. That was that's a luxury item. It's a
Facts.
collectible. That would be in museums. It will hang in people's glass encasings. They will have audio QR codes explaining, yo, this shirt. Let me tell you something, nephew. Right,
Yeah.
all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, the people was drippy. You know what I mean? The attention to detail was just so amazing and so magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are just the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? You represent the sacrifice that we make. Like, because oftentimes we're just talking into screens, but knowing on the other side that you guys are the beautiful faces that we speak to,
Yeah.
again, it re-energizes and re-amplifies the need and necessity to deliver the best and the
Yeah.
highest of quality. So kudos, man. Salute to y'all.
Indeed, no, indeed,
The
and
biggest. Yes.
you're the biggest. You don't know something I do, and I, I heard Cam say he do this too, y'all, and it's something that maybe it's a Harlem thing, but Cameron was like, the rapper Cameron. He was like, "Hey yo, B," he talk, "Hey yo, B."
Yeah.
I talk shit to myself in the mirror. I tell
Yeah.
myself, I talk shit to myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Family, like I really be talking shit to myself, y'all. Like,
I
oh,
do too.
I be talking shit to myself, y'all. Like you really gotta be that level of confidence when you're going out here in this world, because there's so much doubt. Once you go out in the world, you have to you got to give yourself that ammunition, when you go out there in this world. So yeah, man, I go out there and I talk my shit to myself in the mirror and get
Yeah.
myself ready for the world and for the day, and just to appreciate who I am, man. So shout out to everybody who and that's my form of affirmation.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
traditional.
And
I,
look,
I I
man,
talk shit. I
and
talk
I ain't
shit.
gonna let you get away with this. We're gonna revisit the gratitude conversation
Oh yeah, you
because
have to.
I really think that I was able to develop some things in these past few months because I've been keeping notes every day. I get the downloads when I get out the gym, like you said, those confirmations,
Yeah.
those conversations with self. I wrote them all down as, and then I had this freestyle thing going on for like 2 or 3 weeks where everything I was just getting, I was Cam level freestyle, and it was just proclamations and just
Mm,
downloads and just yeah, I talk the most shit to myself in the mirror these days, and it's so healthy. You know what I
very
mean?
healthy.
And
Yes,
and,
very healthy.
and yeah, I want to help, or we should want to. Well, I would like for people to get to that space. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
if we can help, so be it. You know what I mean? 'Cause these days I'm like, yo, I put so much time into self care.
Mm,
I just don't have time. And it's like, yeah, my happiness is such a priority to me
mm.
that you feel me, it's gonna take a lot for me to take away from myself to give to anything or anyone else.
Mhm, 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 mhm. I got you. I definitely got you, and I definitely I feel and understand that. Listen, I want to
Yeah.
once again, my brother, I want to thank you for coming on tonight.
Yes,
As my
sir.
son make all that
Yeah,
noise,
yeah,
but
he getting it in. He like it's over.
it's Saturday Night Live over
That's
here at the Merritt
right.
Household,
Oh,
and
yeah. I think the
yeah.
fights is coming on too. So
But listen, y'all, family, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm gonna have more information about the Double Dutch Day, the
yeah,
first annual Double Dutch Day, coming on August 31st. Once again, an amazing gathering of the masses. Thank you to everybody in the chat who joined us, everybody who bought a live stream. Thank you to Blue Pill for making the
yeah.
food. King Simon in the chat, Q Reeves in the chat, Red Pill in the chat,
I'll be
and
cooking
anybody
at
else.
King Simon event next, I
Yeah,
believe. Well, shout
yeah.
out to King
Blue,
Simon.
Blue, Blue gonna be cooking everywhere. Blue gonna be cooking everywhere. Blue, he does
I'll
that.
have food with daughters as well. Yeah,
Indeed,
so there'll be
indeed.
something there. All right.
Hey, with that being said, peace out, Blue. I see you next. See you soon.
Peace
Peace,
out.
family. I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. All right. But y'all have a wonderful night. All right. Have a good night, family.